Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today, once again, we're making a recipe from the beautiful province of Jaén, which is in the region of Andalucía. Like I've told you in the past, famously known for making some of the best olive oil in the world and having some amazing architecture. We're talking tomato chickpeas with crispy fish. This is known as Garbanzos con Tomate y Bacalao Frito. Now, the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with basic everyday ingredients, is that it comes together in 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, serve this dish next to a garden salad or crunchy baguette, and have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before we start, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Jim Schallert and Barbara Eastman. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly makes a difference in this dish. Then we get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion and roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic. And like I've told you in prior videos, if you prefer, you can chop the ingredients before heating the pan. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around continuously. That way they don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes and the onions are slightly translucent, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of dried cilantro, which is 1 gram. This is also known as dried coriander. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 2 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And I tell you, by adding in the spices and herbs right now and lightly sauteing them, it's going to make them nice and aromatic. Then we'll add in a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, which is 425 grams. This is similar to passata. And 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, which is 60 milliliters. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll drain a jar of cooked chickpeas into a colander. This is the same thing as the canned ones. And rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the jar that I'm using is 25 ounces, which is 700 grams. Link where you get the super soft Spanish chickpeas I'm using in the description box below. And then we'll gently add the chickpeas into the pan with the tomato sauce. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. No need to add sugar here to cut the acid from the tomatoes, as that sweet smoked Spanish paprika gives it the perfect balance. And we'll give this one final mix until it's well mixed together. And then we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low heat and let this simmer for about 10 minutes. That way all the flavors can develop. In the meantime, let's start prepping the crispy fish. I'm going to add in 2 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. Size of the fillets that I'm using are 8 ounces, which is 225 grams each. And I am using cod about frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. Then we'll season the cod with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. You want to make sure to do this on both sides. And then cut each fillet into 4 evenly sized pieces for a total of 8 pieces of fish. Then we'll add in 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl, which is 60 grams, and crack in 1 large egg into a separate bowl. Then we'll add in 1 tablespoon of milk over the egg, which is 15 milliliters. Season with salt and pepper, and give it a whisk until it's well mixed together. Now before we start coating the pieces of fish, let's start heating the oil. I'm going to heat a separate fry pan with a medium heat and add in 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Once again, link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, we'll start coating the pieces of fish. First we'll go into the flour and then into the egg wash. You want to make sure at each stage they're fully coated all around. Once all the pieces of fish have been coated, let's move back to the fry pan. Once the oil is nice and hot, we'll add in the pieces of fish. You want to make sure they're on a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to fry the fish between 5 to 7 minutes until it's golden and crispy all around and just cook through. Once the pieces of fish are golden and crispy and just cooked, we'll transfer them into a dish with some paper towels. Then we'll move back to the chickpeas. After simmering them for 10 minutes, they are ready to go. And if you see that your mixture is too thick, you send in some more broth. At this point, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer some of the mixture into a shallow bowl. Then we'll top it off with a couple pieces of fish and some chopped parsley. Check it out, our tomato chickpeas with crispy fish is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in just 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, garbanzos con tomate y bacalao frito. That's another tongue twister. Garbanzos con tomate y bacalao frito. Either way, I am so excited to try this. Here we go. Check this out. That is so good. You know, hard to believe. We got such simple ingredients. We got so many flavors out of this. The chickpeas absorbed everything in the pan, and that fish with that light crispy texture, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to garden salad, crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish wine from the beautiful region of Jumilla. You can have yourself a fabulous meal. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.